Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back once again to Minecraft for our 36th episode of our survival series. I hope you've been enjoying it so far, as I most certainly have. I found myself loving this game recently, and, well, I think we should just get started, why don't we? As we typically do. One thing I've just noticed, just before starting this recording, or just prior, is that my chest plate's gone. I don't know when that happened or how. Presumably in the previous episode I was just adventuring too hard and, well, now I'm rocking this look. We're gonna have to fix that. I don't know if we can make it out of diamonds, but we can most certainly at least make a chest plate. Anyway, let's see what we've got. So, actually, most of these are what I'm going to be doing today. I do want to begin the north balcony because I just didn't last episode. Didn't get enough time to it. We'll see what we can do in this episode. And one other thing I wanted to do, which I can add right now, man, I have a million torches, is I wanted to add, I cannot type for the life of me, add some height to the walls. Because I actually haven't touched the walls in quite a long time. I've sort of left them where they have been because, well, they're functioning and there's nothing particularly wrong with them. But what I do particularly want to do, at least in regards to the south wall, because those hearts that we've been building, or the two that I built, we'll build a third one soon, by the way. That's going to be very exciting. They are far taller than the wall is, so I need to amend that. It's not going to be too difficult. It's just going to be another one of the construction projects, but we'll see what we can do in this episode to give it a little bit more height. But other than that, the north balcony and walls are the major construction projects I want to do today, and that's pretty much all cobblestone. I do still need to get a lot of lava buckets because I want to get our furnaces up and running, and I probably do also want to just start smelting a lot of iron. Because oh yeah, I have one more thing that I just totally didn't even see that I wrote down. Start to make rails. I want to soon, not in this episode, but soon, I would like to get the beginnings of a rail network, because we have a rail network sort of like station building off in the south region that we built a while ago, and it has not seen any use, but I want to give it purpose, and I want to at least start building out some rail branches. And hopefully what the plan is going to end up being is I will end up having bases in distances in each direction, or something in each direction. Something off to the east, the peninsula area, something off to the south near towards the spawn, and something west off towards more of the towns. At some point we will have a rail network that's lets us get to and from that without having to run. It'll just make for a lot more seamless of a traversal, I think. But that's far in the future. Oh, my radiator kicked in. I sure hope that doesn't ruin my recording by making a lot of loud and annoying noises. I think we should harvest our crops, because we haven't done that in a minute, and they look ready. Yeah. Oh, that one wasn't quite ready, but no matter. I can just replant. It's not like we're running short on crops whatsoever. We have had an excess of pretty much everything except for probably potatoes for a while now. And it's been doing well to feed all of our animals, particularly the wheat, of course. The melons, I'll be honest, I haven't really eaten a lot of. They've just sort of accumulated. I might have to start eating some melons. The problem is they're just so, like, what is the word? Inefficient. Because they only heal one hunger bar. I would rather eat something like steak that heals 4. And I have so much steak anyway. It was carrots on this side, I think. That seems correct. I've already forgotten despite just knocking them down, like, not 30 seconds before this. Grab all these. The potatoes are what we really, subsist on here. Potatoes just seem to be always what I end up eating now. I mean, good source of food, so might as well grow a ton of them. Excuse me. My goodness. Right. A lot has happened in the week between the previous episode and this one that I'm just now recording. The evening after I recorded the previous episode 35, I can't even remember numbers, I got violently ill, like super bad. Presumably it was, I don't even know. I don't know what it was, but it was not good. And I'm only just now getting over that. So I got very lucky that I recorded when I did, because if I decided to record just a few hours afterward, I wouldn't have put an episode out. But everything is fine now. We got everything sorted out, nothing seems to be horribly wrong, and I feel pretty much better at this point. So, I'm not too worried. Might as well go put all this random garbage away while I'm here. Up in my farm chest. I haven't even looked in this really hard, but there's a lot of stuff in here. Like, look at our melon quantity. That's a little ridiculous. Our potatoes are not looking too bad either. We got 1 pumpkin, and then carrots and the rest of it's seeds, I think. Which it was just wheat seeds, and all this other stuff is not related. Put those in there, and then I have a single piece of coal for whatever reason. Yeah. I'm gonna go put these... I'm gonna grab all this random stuff out of my ores chest. Oh. Well, while I'm up here, I should actually check my diamond quantity, because that would be a good thing to... you see. I don't have enough. So we're going to have to go down and make one out of iron, but that'll work just fine. Iron is still a tough material, and it's not like we have a shortage of it. Hello, Doggy Winkle. I do want to enchant it, but it shouldn't be too hard to do. We'll just run off and into the treehouse real quick. Put all this stuff away. We got a lot of gold too, but of course not nearly as much as our iron. I will grab this. I think you need 8 for a chest plate. So just wait for this last one to appear. There it is. And our 1 piece of gold is done. So I'll just let that continue to cook while I go up here and armor myself. That's better. And I'm not going to put it on yet. I would like to enchant it first. My waterfall. I haven't had a reason to go up there recently, but I'll probably end up there at some point. But I'll go up into our enchanted treehouse here. Suppose I could call it that. I mean, it does have this up in it. So I just need whatever the highest level I can do is. Probably 9. I just have to get 8 is good enough. Protection 1. I mean, it's better than nothing, and my armor bar is not looking too bad. It's not maximum, but I think I'll be okay. I haven't really had any run-ins with death related to things hitting me in ever? I don't even know. It's been a long time. The only time I've died in this series so far has been, yes, you can have one. The only time I've died in this series has been to lava. And I wasn't even submerged in the lava. The lava burned me after the fact. Kind of lame, kind of pathetic, but it's fine. And that's why we have fire resistance potions. Might as well go to bed here. So, I think what we should do first here... What am I even trying to say? I'm going to go up and grab the buckets that we have. All 16 of them. I didn't grab them. Grab these buckets, and then I will go ahead down to the... Oh, I had a chest plate. Well, whatever. I'll grab all 16 of these, and I will go ahead and go down into the... Oh, no. Sorry about that. I can't even say anything. I'll go down into the mines, and I will fill all these up with lava, or at least until I run out of room in my inventory. In which case, we'll just run back up here, and then we will use all of these lava buckets to power our furnaces. Of course, we're going to have to use these wisely. We would need to have a lot of things to smelt for it to be really... Hello. That was lucky. I wasn't really sure if I was going to come out of that unscathed. Somehow I managed to. Okay, this shouldn't be too bad. I just right-click until I can't right-click anymore. Well, that's a sign that I can't right-click anymore. I'll tell you what I could do. I could actually get my ender chest here. Fill it full of lava buckets. And then I have all my inventory space back. Now that is thinking. There we go. So now we have 15 because I mistakenly dropped one into the burning embers. But 15 is still a lot of lava. How it's able to not melt the bucket, burn my hands, or solidify while it's in the bucket, I don't know. Come on. Where are you? You rascal. There we go. Now, of course, another thing that I probably need to do, because I want to start this rail operation, is I need to go through and actually get all the rails that are in here. Because with how much mineshaft we're just standing on, it would be a bit of a waste to go through all the trouble of building all of the rail when we have the potential to find so much of it. From what I remember, though, I exhausted at least one of these shafts of all of its rails. I don't recall when, but I do remember at some point doing this exact thing, and I had quite a bit of rail. I think that was for the minecart project in this very mineshaft, and that was ages ago. That might have been in like the tens in terms of episode count. Oh, we are right above it. I'd like to get over there, but I don't think I can. You know what? That's good enough for me. If I just break these out, they'll drop. There we go. That's better. All right, and one of my rails actually broke down here, so I'll just replace that. That's pretty much all we need to do down here for now. I would like to gather a bunch of iron, but there's not a lot of iron hanging out around here. So we'll have to go source our iron from somewhere else, presumably. For whatever reason, that first cave that we went in, the one that was just the natural mine shaft that we happened to stumble upon, that one was super lucrative in terms of resources. When we force our way to find it, we just find nothing, which is very strange. I mean, we found a few diamonds here and there, but nothing significant. So I suppose now I can get into our ender chest here, grab all of these, or as many as I can fit in my inventory. There we go. And now I go down here and I just fill as many of these furnaces as I possibly can with lava buckets. And that should keep us... Oh, I had 49 cooked steak in here and I didn't even know? What? Well, I'm good for food then. I mean, that's great, really. I was running a little bit low, so it's rather convenient that I do actually recall cooking that. I guess I was just either distracted or I went out of render distance. I don't remember. It seems I have exactly the amount I need to fill all these bottom ones. These top ones, I guess, will be just regular coal for whatever reason. Works for me. And then I'll put all of this other random garbage in here. And that should be good for now. Okay. Now, I think, as we cross off this lava bucket goal for now, I think it's building time. Because we have quite a few building projects. We will need to make rails here in a second, but that's something that we can do at the end because it won't take very long. What we should do is build out the stuff. I think what I want to start with is probably the balcony, because that's going to be the more interesting one. And goodness, I'm actually running low on materials, which is very strange. I guess we're doing smooth stone because we just have no cobblestone. That's very unordinary. I mean, I guess you can see how much I do build with it, considering what I'm currently standing in, but I didn't think we went through that much. Okay, so this pathway is going to be more, I need a shovel. If I'm going to be doing this, I think I require a shovel. I'd love to go down to the house and just grab that random diamond that I had, but I'd rather get it from up here. I don't want to run all the way down there. Get in here, grab my sticks, go in here, do this, that, there. And no, I need those. I need those for later when I end up needing to build more diamond things. Diamond spade should work for me. And I shouldn't need a bow. I mean, it won't be lit up here, but we'll be fine, I think. It's daytime for at least a little while longer. So this one, yeah, this one's going to cut more into the terrain. I just got to think about this and think how it would work best. At least like that. I suppose I could make it go up and this way. Yeah, I think it'd be best if it was slightly elevated. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I think I'm probably going to build it sort of diagonally like this. And then it'll end up being a sort of weird staircase. And that's probably... yeah, that'll probably work out for now, at least. Break those out. We'll have to come up with supports for this, obviously, but for now I'm just getting the basic stuff laid out. It's been 20 minutes. Okay. So we got a little while. So I want this one to also widen out. The only problem is we can't widen out very much currently. So we may just end up building this line as sort of the this side of it, because it sort of works perfectly with the contour of the cliff. And it requires very little alteration of the terrain. This is going to take a lot of resources to fill in, obviously. Now that is a cool peninsula. I want to somehow build out here. Probably like... is that... I think one more? Just trying to make it sort of work. Should probably get up on it. That seems like a slightly better idea. Because then I can see what I'm doing. Like this. And I guess I could build off the cliff, but I don't really want to. I'll just make this sort of like a path out that you can sort of go out and stand on the edge of the bridge. I think that's what I'm going to do. And that should probably be about it. I mean, at least for this area over here, you get a decent enough view of the whole region. Now it's the question of, do I want it to extend out this way? And I think the answer might be yes. Probably about here. This is all just going to be sort of guesswork. And then this is a pretty substantially larger platform. So we're going to have to... Oh, I'll just make it one more in. That'll be fine. We're going to have to get some more stone, I think. Because, yeah, this is going to require a lot of material to fill in. I think I'll just make this sort of like a pathway, so it's less resource intensive. I could make this one less... I don't need a huge platform up here, I guess. I could make this one more to... Words. I can't say anything today. I could make this one more like just a walkway, where it's just a series of paths that sort of lead out to observatories. I think that would make slightly more sense. Considering we already have the larger platform over off to the south side. Can make this one 4 to be consistent. That's the problem with not planning things as you go along, is that you just sort of guess what you're doing. That's... yeah. Okay, yeah, I think we'll roll with this sort of pathway design. And then that would make the border there. And with our last few pieces of stone, we can hopefully get the rest of this outline done. We won't be able to fill it in with our current quantity of resources, but that's fine for now. I'll just do as much as I can, and then, weirdly enough, we're going to have to go on a hunt for stone next episode, and cobblestone. Very strange resource necessity, but I don't know. Oh, this is going to be perfect. Watch this. Boom. That was really good. I like that. Looks like hopefully we'll be able to get at least this area over here done. This is not lit up at all. I recognize that. It'll get lit up as it gets finished. We'll leave it at that. And with this, that should be about it. With just 2 blocks left. Yeah, until it's finished like that one is, it's going to look a little bit awkward. But we'll make it work. Suppose I'm going to continue in a similar fashion to the to this one where I do cobblestone walls. And already things are spawning on it. I think I'm just going to leave that well enough alone for now with my 2 stone and lack of desire to fight things on the thing that I just built. Because they're going to break it and ruin it. Yeah, that is amazing how much we've depleted the resources. I mean, I know I've been building pretty intensely. Like, I've been building a lot of stuff. But I didn't realize it was that much. Oh well, I guess. Stone is not a hard resource to find. Luckily, we're surrounded by it on all sides and in most directions, except for up. So we'll be good. It will just take time and be rather boring. Well, I guess that cancels my plans for building up the walls then, because I don't really have anything to build up the walls. Well then, emergency change of plans, I suppose. How long do I have? I totally forgot. I think I have 20 minutes? That sounds correct. Well then, I guess we're going to have to find something to do in 20 minutes. Oh, okay. Well, we have stone in here, but it's all smooth stone. So I suppose we could go up there and finish that while we're here. Do I have any more cobblestone walls? I hope so, because that is a resource that I am about to properly run out of. And my pickaxe that gives me it is not looking very happy. Where would I have put those? Probably in this chest. No. 59. I think that will be not enough. This is... Yeah, we'll be able to finish the basic structure, but other than that, we will not really be able to finish much of anything. Yeah, I guess I didn't take into consideration my temporary chest full of garbage. It's convenient at certain points. Like, you forget that it's there, and then it's full of the things you need right when you need them, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe it's not that bad. That's it. That's... Ow. Sorry about that. I think I just coughed violently directly into the microphone. That was not good. Ow. That really did not feel good on my throat. I'm okay. That was unexpectedly short for how little work I needed to do. In terms of these walls, however, yeah, there's something to be desired. But I am liking how it's looking so far. This view, pretty cool. It's nice to have just, all-encompassing angles of the place. We're probably gonna have to utilize glowstone more here, because... Oh, this is so weird. How do I make this work? Well, I can't now, can I? Because I don't have any more walls. I'll have to come back to this, I think. Well then, with 20 minutes to spare, let's go off and do something, why don't we? Not sure what, but we'll see what we can find. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever ends up looking interesting, I suppose. I suppose we could get out of the base and just sort of wander around, see if there's anything that strikes our fancy. I do want to build some rails, but I'll leave that for the last, 5 minutes, because really, it's not that big of a deal. Suppose we'll just wander. Hello, chickens. Oh, you've been producing eggs for me, I see. I should really, feed you seeds so you can have more chickens, but I'm getting enough eggs at this point, really. No! Well, I guess you had other plans. Goodbye. No one saw that. No one witnessed anything. I suppose there are some directions that I have not gone. But I did just do an adventure in the previous episode. Huh, what is down here? I never investigated down here. Just a miscellaneous cave. Oh, right, this connects... This is sort of what I built a path over when I was over here at my fishing area. Yeah, that doesn't really have much of anything in it. And this area over here is the most desolate area you've ever seen. What you're seeing right now with this just expanse of, well, you see that, but then you see everything else. That's that whole direction. It's just nothing but blue for, thousands and thousands of blocks. I swear, I tried to find anything interesting and I ended up spending 30 minutes of a recording session just holding the W key and complaining. It was not good material. Luckily, that episode never surfaced, so it wasn't an issue. But I was still a bit irritated about it. What do I need? Egg? I wonder if I could make more chickens with these eggs. I did throw that one time and I got 4. Could that happen again, please? I would love that if it would happen again and just spontaneously multiply all my chickens. Please? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. That was an excellent way to spend my resources and my time. Well, I guess it's wood harvesting time. because you can always use more wood. This entrance has never really been very official, but it hasn't caused any issues, because whenever it's nighttime, I rarely go over into the south region anyway. Oh, thank you for the achievement I've already gotten 5 million times. Why does it keep doing that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. If anyone has an explanation, please let me know, because that has happened at least like 10 times throughout this series, where it's given me the same achievement, and I don't know why. It just really wants me to feel good about chopping down a tree. This was not a good choice for a tree to chop down, however. This is about the most awkward tree I could have chopped. Get down here. Come on, there we go. Okay, so we're not chopping any more of those big ones. They are just causing me nothing but trouble. We do at least have a nice, pretty coastline over here. I mean, we have enough of a coastline on our own property, but we do have this nice beachside view. Rather scenic. I could, like, build a little beach set with an umbrella. That would be cute. Unfortunately, the sand doesn't start until outside of my property. I'll do it anyway. Why not? I've got time to kill, and I like doing fun things. I'll build like a little one of those long chairs that you lay on, and an umbrella, and then like a little cooler with like snacks in it. I think that'd be funny. So for that I need wool, and a lot of it. Do I have my shears? No, I do not. Do I have shears in my tool chest up here? No, I do not. What? Come on. I swear I had shears. Well, do I have wool at least? Do I just have 2 different colors of wool? Yes, I do. White and orange. Works for me. And then to do the rest of it, I just need fences. Build it out of oak, because that's what I have. And I think that's about it. I just need a spare chest for... Oh, well, I can use the wood that I just chopped to get wood. And then I can use the wood that I got from the wood to make a container for more wood. Put the wood in the wood area. I'll stop. I gotta stop doing that. And then what would people bring on like a beach trip? Watermelon seems like a good bet. Carrots too, yeah. I would expect like sandwiches, but I can't do that. So I'll do the best analogy for a sandwich I have, which is bread. Not just raw wheat. I don't think I would bring that on a beach vacation, really. And an apple. Just for, to round it out, to be healthy. Hello? There we go. Okay. Let's see if I can work this out, because it's going to be, with Minecraft's limitation of how chunky the blocks are, it's going to be a little weird looking, but I'll make it happen. Yeah, unfortunately, the white sand beaches don't start until outside of my property. I could extend my property to be on the white sand beaches, but that would be a rather long extension of my property. So, like, up here is where I'm thinking I'm going to build it. And I will put sort of long beach chair. That works for me. And then an umbrella, extra tall. So probably I'll do like a, I can't build anything. There we go. How am I going to do this? And then like white wool. It's not the It's not the most amazing umbrella I've ever seen, but it does vaguely resemble an umbrella. I will count it, and I'm also going to light up this beach because if I end up coming back here or populating this area or claiming it as my own land, I won't have any issues with the locals. Keep this place lit up. Could build like a nice cute path to be out here. And then I need the chest. I have raw chicken. I probably wouldn't bring that on my beach adventure. Got an apple. I'll just put these randomly around to make it look more like a cooler on a beach. And then a bunch of sandwiches, I guess. Quote unquote. Heavy quotations, sandwiches. And I would put my fire resistance potion in there as soda, but really that seems like a waste of a fire resistance potion that I will end up forgetting is even there. But just as a little decoration thing, just as something to be sort of cute and just be here. I like it. Just something to sort of make the place look a little less empty. I should really do a more rigorous job of lighting up this area because it's still dim. I think the reason I stopped previously was due to lack of torches. Now that that is not an issue, I should get to being more thorough. This empty area full of nothing, and this weird thing where I carved out the sand because I was digging. This is almost like a private hunting ground where things just spawn. Really, that could be its proper utility. There we go. Yeah, you know what? I'll leave this area unlit because maybe it'd be nice to have things to kill over here just in case I need like some emergency experience or gunpowder for whatever reason. Yeah, I don't have any sandy beaches of my own, I don't think. It's all grassy. Well, except for these tiny little ones, but over there is much more... Oh, you can see it in the distance. That's cute. Now, this peninsula, though, this is absolutely begging for something to be on it. What do I put on here? I've got to put something on here. If any of you have any ideas, please do let me know, because this is absolutely a perfect place for a small structure of some kind. Like a sea viewing sort of like rest area. Not a lighthouse. That would end up having to be way too big, and it would just look super awkward. A lighthouse could go over here. That seems like a suitable place for one. I just want to build things, and I always like getting ideas from you guys, because you always think of things that I would never come up with. So do feel free to let me know if you'd like to see anything, especially on that little peninsula, because I just like having things to decorate with around here, or decorations to put around here, rather. English is my first and only language, and I'm not speaking it very well currently. Suppose I can just put all this in here for now, lazily, just making everything a mess. But what else is it here for, really? Put all that up there, put that in there. Okay, and now, finally, it's just a matter of remembering what the recipe for rails is, and we're going to make a ton of rails. Now, we have options, as far as I know, because when we did the previous rail experiment with the one in the mine shaft, we have been using minecarts with furnaces, which, well, they do work. They do need you to continually power them, and they aren't very fast. I do think that they can push a person, but I think that there are better options, namely powered rails, which I have become aware of. That should be enough sticks for now. I really don't know what the recipe for rails is, and I could have sworn I had more, unless I used all of them. They would have been in one of those 6 chests, so I guess not. We'll just have to see what the recipe is. It's either 6 sticks or 1 iron, or 6 iron and 1 stick. I can only hope for the former, because sticks are a much easier resource to get than iron. It's not like we are running short, but that would be the preferred efficient situation. Let's just test to see if that's what it is. It doesn't look like it. Unless I'm just totally misremembering this recipe entirely, and it doesn't have anything to do with this shape. Well, let's just craft a ton of iron real quick. That should be enough for now. Yeah, we just need a few stacks for now. So if it's 6 iron and 1 stick. Yes, it's 6 iron and 1 stick. Okay, well, let's divide this evenly. So that gives us 11, which gives us just a hair under 3 stacks. Not bad. That is not great news, though, because that means that crafting rails is not going to be an efficient task. And powered rails, from what I remember, are the same recipe except that they utilize gold and a little bit of redstone. While the redstone won't be a problem, the gold is a little bit more difficult. It's not that I don't have gold. I do have quite a bit of gold. It's just that it's a lot of gold, because it's the same exact recipe. So I'll be using 6 gold for every, I don't even know how many powered rails it makes. I just think it's, oh, I had 3 in here that I didn't see. Okay, well, that's more than 0, but not enough. Whatever the case, I think that's probably about where we're going to leave it off today. Because now we at least have the start of stockpiling. We got as much done as we could on the north balcony. It looks a little strange right now, but it will look more natural as I finish it and get more resources. I did start to make rails. Beginned it. I don't know what's going on in my brain right now. That's about all we got done today, but that was 3 of the 4 things that I wanted to do. And we didn't get to add some height to the walls, but we did get to build a cute little beach scene on the beach that is outside of my private property. Don't worry, I can just increase the size of my property with no issues at all. You know what, let's go up here just to get a view of the place from a different angle while we reflect on the tasks that we've done today. I would put a music disc in, but I don't want it to ruin the audio track that I add in already. Yeah. We got a fair bit done, and we're just about on time, which is wonderful. We started that north balcony. We built that beach thing. Something else that I can't remember. We built a lot of rails. We used all of our stone, or most all of it, which is incredibly strange and alien kind of concept to especially this series and how much I use it. But I suppose it was bound to happen eventually. It's like the cobblestone crisis. But that is a very easily fixable thing. So I think, really, we're in good standing. And we also... Oh, I missed a lava bucket. That's why I had 14. We also now have a highly functional furnace array, so if we need to smelt a vast quantity of stuff at some point in the future, we are well equipped for it. Well, I think that's about it for this episode today. Alright. Well, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to press the like button if you really enjoyed, or even press the subscribe button on my channel if you'd like to catch the future episodes. Thank you for all your comments and support, especially on the previous episode. I love to see it. I love responding to those and just seeing all the interesting things you guys have to say, because they're observations that I would never make about my own video. Well, as always, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.